The one I was too afraid to love. There's a kind of love that can change you. A kind of love that makes you feel alive, but also makes you scared. It's the kind of love that makes your heart race, but also makes you want to run away. It's the love you feel deep inside, but you're too afraid to acknowledge. The kind of love that stays with you, even long after it's gone, because you know you never gave it the chance it deserved. I met him during a time when I wasn't looking for love. I had just come out of a relationship, and I wasn't ready to open myself up to someone new. I told myself I was fine on my own, that I didn't need anyone to make me happy. But then he showed up, quietly, without fanfare, and everything changed. At first we were just friends. We clicked instantly, like two puzzle pieces that fit together perfectly. We talked about everything and nothing at all, laughing at the most random things, sharing stories, and just enjoying each other's company. There was something so easy about being with him, something that felt right, like we had known each other forever, even though we hadn't. And yet, there was something else, too, something that scared me. It was the way he looked at me, like he saw me in a way no one else did. It was the way he remembered the small details, like the book I'd mentioned in passing, or the way I liked my coffee. It was the way he made me feel seen, heard, and understood, without asking for anything in return. And that was the part that scared me the most, because the more I got to know him, the more I realized I was falling for him. And the more I realized I was falling for him, the more I pushed him away. I told myself I wasn't ready for love, that I had too much to work through on my own. I told myself that I couldn't open my heart again, that I couldn't risk getting hurt. I told myself all these things, and for a while, they kept me safe. But deep down, I knew the truth. I was afraid of being vulnerable, afraid of letting someone in, afraid of loving him, because loving him meant I had to face all of my fears, all of my insecurities, all of the parts of myself I wasn't ready to confront. So I kept my distance. I kept my feelings hidden, locked away behind walls I had built around myself. I told myself it was better this way, that I could protect myself from the hurt before it even had a chance to happen. But deep down I knew I was hurting him too. And that was the hardest part, because I could feel him slipping away, and I couldn't bring myself to stop it. I told myself I had time, that I could wait until I was ready. But time passed, and he moved on, and suddenly I realized I had lost him because I was too afraid to love him. And that was the greatest regret of all. I never told him how I felt. I never gave us a chance to see what could have been now. I let my fear hold me back, and in doing so, I lost something I never thought I would have had. I lost the chance to love him, to build something real, to create a story that was ours. It wasn't until later that I realized just how much I had let fear control me. I spent months looking back, wondering what might have happened if I had just been brave enough to tell him how I felt. What if I had let myself love him? What if I had taken the leap? Would things have turned out differently? Or would I have gotten hurt? I'll never know. But what I do know is that sometimes the greatest regret is not the love we lost, but the love we never gave a chance. The hardest part was realizing that I didn't lose him because I didn't love him. I lost him because I was too afraid to let myself love him. I lost him because I was too afraid to open up, to be vulnerable, to let him see the parts of me I had kept hidden for so long. And now, I carry that regret with me, knowing that I let fear dictate the course of something that could have been beautiful. Looking back, I see it all clearly. I see the moments I could have said something, the moments when I could have taken the leap. I see the ways he tried to be there for me, to give me the space I needed, without pushing, without rushing. But I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to love him the way he deserved. And now, I have to live with the fact that I may never get another chance. If I could go back, I would do it differently. I would be brave enough to love him. I would be brave enough to let him in, to let myself feel everything I was so afraid to feel. Because sometimes the greatest love stories aren't the ones that come easy. They're the ones that challenge us, that push us to face our fears and take risks. And sometimes the greatest regret is not taking that risk when we had the chance. I learned a painful lesson from that experience. I learned that fear is one of the biggest barriers to love, and that sometimes the hardest thing you'll ever do is let yourself love someone. Because love isn't about being perfect, and it isn't about never getting hurt. It's about being vulnerable, about showing up, and about taking that leap even when you're scared. And maybe, one day, I'll learn how to love without fear. But for now, I'll carry the lesson with me, and I'll never forget the one I was too afraid to love. I am Lucy, and this is Unsaid Love.